Hi everyone, my name's Kyle. Today I'll be showing you how to use our Chrome extension in action. First of all, make sure you have it installed. Next, all you need to do is go to a prospect that you want to reach out to. So starting on LinkedIn could be a really good place. Go to his profile. Today I'm going to be reaching out to Steve. He's the VP of Sales at ZoomInfo. You could use this anywhere on Chrome though, whether you're an Outreach, SalesLoft, Apollo, you name it. Autobound is going to be living on all over the place, but one of those places is on the right-hand side here. So to use the system, simply click it. Autobound is going to research Steve and his company to find all sorts of relevant, exciting things that we could talk about, such as they had actually sluggish growth in their last financial call. Here's their customers. They're in the news. They did beat investor expectations in the last earnings call. And then now that I can see what Autobound's going to use to actually write the content, I can choose what I want to write. Maybe it's a cold email, openers, the beginning of an email, call scripts, connection requests on LinkedIn, SMS, something custom, such as write a 3-step sequence in Spanish, make the 3rd step a poem, something fun like that. Now, if you're a new user, you won't see this functionality necessarily because this is part of what setting up the system will do. But when we first set you up, we're able to understand who you are as a user and what company you work for and how to position out your messaging by scanning your company's LinkedIn page and finding what your company says they do on their description. Now that can be somewhat generic and high level, of course. So what we enable you to do is build in more unique value drivers based on like the persona, for example. We've built out a handful here. You can see Steve matches our sales leader persona. So we have a value prop that is very specific to the pain points a sales leader experiences, which might be different than a CEO or, of course, like an SDR. So Autobound will choose the best one if there's a fit. And from here, I'll just go ahead and generate content that Autobound will allow me to quickly copy paste and plug in wherever I want to use it. I can make it shorter, longer, a bunch of different options down here. I can generate more if I'd like. But then how do I actually use this system and use the content in action? Well, of course, you can in-mail them or connection requests. But another common way is when you're emailing someone in a sequence. So maybe I have like an email template already pre-drafted for Steve. Steve's in a sequence where the first step is manual, and my job is to go in and actually personalize this message because that's what we have to do to get responses nowadays, but it takes so much time. So now you can see I can easily click a button here to open Autobound up. And because we can see Steve's LinkedIn URL right here, then we're able to look Steve up and actually figure out who Steve is and do all the same research that I just showed you a step prior. We can actually do the same thing just from his email address. If this is all you have on this person, Autobound will look at his email and say, okay, we can look in our database and say, what's Steve's LinkedIn URL from our data? Then we can find all of his LinkedIn information. We can also find all the news information, other sorts of data that we gather to personalize this message. But for this example, I'm going to go ahead and generate openers. And maybe I like this one. I'm going to just go ahead and copy, paste that right here. And now I can send it out. Pretty simple. Hope that helps. And let me know if you have any questions.